coming good. Coming, coming, coming. Well, yeah, it's coming. It is coming. It's coming. It's go time. All right, so let's talk a little bit about state. So, all the deal. All these briefly, do something today. Now, last one I want to know, I had a big pyramid, and all the parts of the state really need to come together to make a good state. First one being my reaction, which is the brownies. Basically, the brownies. What the deal on the hot surface, the state on the really hot surface, that the brownies is being supposed to and create a flavor profile of the brownies. This is, I mean, if you've ever had steak, you pretty much know what I mean. Like you broil steak, in a hot pan, use some meat, then use pork. Then you want the meat really, really super rare. Use the torches on the side to heat it. Depends on the real quality. Some people use when you put your meat onto the grill. I set the grill first. Like when that is real hot, spin the grill first, and then put the meat on the stove. Bring the stove to a and then when I flip the steak, I flip it over to the other side instead of straight, and turn it up. It's not a thing where you have to go and flip it. So it's pretty good with that steak. It's very good, but you do the other side and you flip it over and get it so you like the color. And that's the other thing, like I said, with the preference, whether you cook or if you don't want them, if you want them black, charred, it's pretty much burnt. Burnt by the hot gravy. Then don't rotate the gravy. Just keep the gravy on the hot side and burn it. That's up to you. I mean, that's some preference. do a couple pieces, but whatever. Uh, about the volume, yeah, what's the last name? Hmm. I know what's going on. Okay, tell me that is on. Yeah, okay.
How's that? I just found a whole new bar to that too now. Keep on learning. So, going on, we got the Maillard reaction, which is a crust, building the crust. We all know about that. You got the doneness, the internal doneness. I like mine medium rare. If you want to use a thermometer, again, it's the best way to do it. Uh, let's see what else. And that's preference, guys. That's really preference. I think at medium rare, medium is the most juiciest. Once you go beyond that, you start losing juice. I mean, you can cook that thing to a hockey puck if that's the way you want it. But it's going to be dry, tough, and there's going to be nothing left of it. Is that personally, the steaks aren't cheap. You want to make them right. Today's world, steaks aren't cheap. I'll tell you that. But anyways, going up that list, the next one is salt. You want to season your meat a little. You have to season your meat. I for the first time ever, I brined brine time in the fridge. Been in there a couple hours. Didn't put a lot of salt on them, but just enough. I'm not going to put any salt on them before I cook them. And if I need more salt at the end, I'll use a little flaky salt. I will put pepper and garlic powder on there. I will not put Montreal steak seasoning anymore. I used to use it a lot in a lot of restaurants, but it's not. I kind of wore out on me. And the last thing for the steak is is like an aromatic. It's almost we're almost putting this together like you would, you know, uh, uh, um, ramen, like a true ramen. 5 things go together. Pasta, the toppings, and all that other stuff. But anyways, it's kind of the same thing, sort of. And when you do it right, everything combines together to make that perfect steak. So when you see those videos on the old YouTube that say cooking the perfect steak, those are the 5 things that go into it. 4 things. Yeah, man. Done this. So, 4 things. But we hope to catch them all today. Plus, I'm doing onion rings. I already made the batter. You got to make the batter a while before, guys. That's the way to get the batter to leaven, the whole leavening thing to work right. Oh man, I almost forgot. Guys, I almost forgot. the drink of Las Vegas, the number one thing that comes up. Don't ask me why. From that whole list right there, you ought to be able to tell what it is. We got some rum. We got some gin. We got some vodka. I might as well use up the rest of this. They didn't have the silver here in North Creek of the Jose, so I had to get Lunazol. It's not expensive, really. Triple sec and sweet and sour. And Coca-Cola. You guys know what I'm making by now, right? Yeah, it's a Long Island iced tea. That is a drink of Las Vegas. So they say. We got a lemon. Skinny! Still not all that sharp, but sorry. Okay, into our deal here. All right. Jigger, 1.5 ounces, 1 ounce. Always pour your drink over your strainer, because if you miss, it goes into there, right? We got about a half ounce of vodka. Half ounce tequila. I got lots of rum, guys. I don't know why I got lots of Bacardi rum. I must have, like, oh, I need more rum, or I should get rum for this drink. Or now I got like 3 bottles in there. Half ounce rum. And quality doesn't matter really. It's a mixed drink. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. Yeah. Gin. I mean, you can make it out of all quality stuff, but if you're adding a lot of stuff, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? We got 1 ounce of triple sec. Triple sec is just an orange flavored liqueur, pretty much. One ounce of sweet and sour. Now this is traditional here. This is all traditional, I think. Because I got one more thing I gotta add. And I'm pretty sure that makes it completely traditional. If I can find it. No, it's in here somewhere. What's this? Now I'm gonna use it up. It expires this month. But that's weird that it has a date on it, because this is just water and cane sugar, simple syrup. And from what I see, it calls for, I think, 1 ounce of that too. And now we shake. Shaking does two things. Does two things. The shaking mixes the stuff together, and the shaking as well makes it all cold. I like to put ice in the glass here. Ice back in the freezer. strain our Long Island iced tea into the glass. And top it off with your Coke. I like to give it a little bit more Coke than it says to. And that there is a Long Island iced tea. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Now, that is the Long Island iced tea. Well, there you go, guys. Now you just let the Coke kind of settle in there and finish my beer. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to slice off an onion. I got 3 onions. I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to probably eat all 3 onions. I mean, maybe. I think the R&D staff said they were pretty hungry, so gotta get the skin off the onion here. Should have just taken that whole layer right off, you know? Okay. The onion rings ready. No, XM. They aren't. Okay. Onion rings. I like them about that thick. And that's going to make some big ones there. That's going to make one big one. That's all right. Now, we're just looking at taking them apart. So they're singles. We're going to toss them into this bowl over here. That one fell out of the mark for me. No more. No, maybe I'll wait. Now with these, I'm going to have to save them somehow. cut them up or something at some point. Yep. Now, got the onion rings in there. Take this here flour. Try a drink here. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, that's almost perfect. Couldn't get much better than that. Sweet, really sweet. I think I overdid it. I might have put too much of the simple syrup in. Maybe a little bit too far on the Coke, but not really. Got that lemony taste. Oh, good. Jim, you don't want any. So now we got those. Let me show you the steaks. Two nice bone-in prime ribs. Now they're a little moist. You can see how they're pretty red. The salt's pretty much gone, except for on the fat. Fat doesn't absorb salt. First thing we want to do is get these dry. The Maillard reaction. I think the D's silent, but I'm just going with it. You know, Maillard reaction happens much better and much quicker with a drier steak. They look beautiful though, don't they? They're ready for the grill, but I gotta get the grill fired up. So they look awesome, right? Yeah, I thought so. Long Island iced tea. Okay, guys. The camera outside is kind of fucked up still, I think. But we're gonna switch to it because it's the only thing I can do. All right, can you hear me? And XM, you gotta do something about Phil. You're a thing. Banish him. No, just kidding. Don't banish Phil. I know it's dark out here too. So I got you guys sitting on the truck. Let's do it this way, I guess. You guys are really short, okay? Okay, that seems to be working with mine. Gotta light up this thing here. I'm outside in a t-shirt in November. November? Yeah, November. I'm not really that cold. Go figure. Where's my pen? Damn it. I do have to get another light to accommodate this. I am going to put on something though, because it is kind of cool. There we go. It's an apron, not a dress, so just kidding. You can't even see it. Yeah, I like the feedback, Phil. What's your point, man? It's hard to do that with your left hand, I guess. I'm used to doing it with the right. But it's like I want to put people off at the same time. So another thing about steak and the difference between cooking it on the grill here and doing it in a pan. Pan, you do get a little bit more even of a crust, but you can't beat that grilled flavor. And it's, believe it or not, it's not totally because of the charcoal. It's because of what's called vaporization. It's the juices and the fat that melts from the heat, the high heat of the charcoal, and drips onto the charcoal and comes back up as a vapor and cooks your meat as a vapor instead of sitting in its own fat. So that's the difference. That's what makes that charcoal flavor. People think it's the charcoal. It's not totally the charcoal. I mean, charcoal has a little bit to do with it, because when the drippings drip on the charcoal, it kind of, the charcoal's light and burnt and kind of disperses a little bit of charcoal dust into the air for the most part. which will get on your steak. In essence, you're tasting a little bit of the the wood ash, charcoal ash. Not that it's a bad thing. I mean, we all know. I think. Well, okay, that's another one. You know, is it charcoal is the best, or is it pan the best, or is it sous vide the best, or what's the best? I can do it. I can do it personally 4 ways. I could do charcoal. I could do sous vide. I could do pan fry, and I could do smoked. Could also do baked. I guess 5 ways. But I wouldn't broiled bake. I unless it's like salmon or something. I'm not totally a fan of that. And my broiler's kind of doesn't have a rack in the bottom of it, so. Ooh, pat. I missed half of that, I guess. And mallard ducks have nothing to do with it, Phil. That's a bad joke. I should have XM kick you right off. Just kidding. I'd only mean there's a couple people watching, so. Yeah, can't get anybody off, I guess. I'm getting a phone call, though. Yo!
Yo, it's crack late.
Yeah, no, live, drinking a fucking Long Island iced tea, coughing on the smoke as I walk by.
Oh yeah, I like that camera angle, man. It's very cool.
Oh, he says it's cool. I need another light. I know.
No, it's awesome. It's like dun, 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 and you walk in and out of it. You're like that fucking.
Gargamel in the movie The Smurfs. Yeah.
Wow, the laughs is weird. Okay, I'm hearing the laughs. I gotta bail out. It's weird. I love you, RT. But RTTV, this is Reitman here. Good night.
Okay. That was Rain TV. Saying hey, I guess. And yeah. I got myself one of these things. It's not nicotine. I'll tell you that. Works great though. Convenient as all hell. I like that about it. And I might have should have stirred this because I don't know. It might get really bad. I don't see it getting bad though, I guess. As soon as that smoke stops, it's time to. So, yeah, November. Oh. I'm back. So what else is it? What else? What else? Spin the grate. Told you about that stuff. You want browning. You know, don't want blackening. I want browning. I don't want blackening. I should say that because I'm obviously everybody's different. If you like that charred, burnt, black, hey, go for it. But you know, to me, them grill marks are burn marks, and I don't. I found that I don't really like that. But to each his own, or their own, her own, with his, her, yeah. Pretty good though. Still pretty good. All right. Yeah. Stop. It's not stop smoking. Mm-hmm. Why are you sorry that you just did your nails? Did you film it? Speaking of filming, the next couple weeks somewhere, I got to do. I got to re-season a bunch of my pans, bunch of my equipment. If you want me to make a video on that, let me know. Show you how show you how I re-season all my pans, cast iron, and I noticed it tonight because I was washing it. The carbon steel pan. We need to be resealed and re-seasoned. Same with the flat thing I got. This iron urn. But if you want me to make a video of that, I can show you guys how I season all my pans, cast iron and carbon steel. Pretty simple. Not much to it. But it's a necessary thing to do if you want to keep your pots and pans like that. And there's nothing like cast iron, and there's nothing like carbon steel. So, I mean, I should have a stainless steel for a couple things, but those don't need to be seasoned. So, we're just talking about stuff that needs to be seasoned at this month. Smoke's almost gone. See, that's the other thing. You know, you may think, well, it's the smoke of the charcoal. When that charcoal gets lit, it's no longer smoking. That's how you know it's lit. It's how you know it's time to do the thing. So it's not the smoke that makes the flavor either. It's like I said, vaporization. Fat juice vapors. Vapor. Fat juice vapors. Pretty much. Say that 5 times fast. So this is a method, and I'll tell you again, I've said it many times. This is a method that I learned from Guga. Guga Foods or sous vide everything. He's the reason why I got sous vide. He's a big time steak guy, and he knows a shit ton about it. And I like to follow the way he does it. The other guy, the other recipe, or the other channel I watched, I can't remember his name, and he has blonde, short hair and a mustache, and he always does like scientific type of things on food. He's the one that had the pyramid. So we're almost there on this charcoal. But it's one of those things that I'm learning more and more about every day. All right, let's put let's put this charcoal in there. You can see it's not smoking anymore. Not really. There's a little bit, but once that top layer gets there, there's no more smoke coming off it. You can't see lagging. No, actually, I mean, didn't miss anything because it's lagging behind way behind. Wow. Looks like the peanut gallery showed up. All right, so there you go. I know it's dark. It's dark. But look, it's going. We are already up to, I can't tell. I'm gonna have to make another drink, I guess. Yep. Oh, that. right. Half the simple syrup. Much better. Not as sweet. Lid off. All right, guys. Our bone and prime ribs are, clickers and gloves to spin. Now first, all the way over here on the school side. Like that. Oop. There you go. Now, spin the whole grate. Gloves are great. These things are awesome. Anyways, but oh. I completely forgot. I like to salt it, or not salt it, pepper it here. I should have peppered it before, but it's all right. Little garlic powder. It's another thing. It's that stuff hitting the charcoal down there and coming up through. Yeah. You can see how beautiful that looks. I got it pretty much. That one I think is centered a little bit better. This end right here might need a little help. We can bump it a little bit there. Don't burn ourselves. More of that flame right now is hitting the bottom of that and melting the fat, which will end up creating more flame. You know what I mean? Which that's the vaporization that I'm talking about. That's what makes a charcoal grilled steak so good. If you didn't know, no, just kidding. I mean, I just learned it. So, like, I'm going to leave them there for as long as you guys are going to see me leave them there. And then from there, when I flip them, I'm going to flip them back over on this side of the grate and then spin the grate again. It's not going to be too long here. And then I'll hold the edges a little bit. But, you know, get some of that fat cap to render a little. Basically, I already know they're going to be looking awesome here shortly. And then while we let them rest, we'll cook up our onion rings. When we go resting, here's another thing about it. Okay, steaks like this, I'm only resting 5 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to cut into them. If it's something that you want to serve to people, and it's going to sit there for a little bit, you want to let it rest for a little bit longer. You don't want to just slice into it. If you're slicing it up into thin slices, you certainly want it to rest a little bit, because thin slices will dry out real quick if you don't let the juices reconstitute, basically. So we're just waiting for these things to cook, man. Yeah! And they're probably pretty damn close. Probably nice, yep. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. Once again, cold side. Moving it over. Get both gloves on because. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You see how it doesn't have them super black marks across it, right? But it's almost got that golden brown. There could be a little bit more. That's why I said don't be afraid to keep on flipping your steak. Same with burgers. Don't be. There's smash burger, different animal, but if you're cooking a big thick burger, don't be afraid to flip that over a few times. It's fine. It's not. There's no rule that says you can't touch it. I mean, they try to say there is, but there isn't. You can touch it. These are really good too. Now the only part that's really gonna burn anyways that you can't control is the fat. The fat's just gonna burn. You can't help that stuff. They are definitely looking ridiculous. Pretty good. Well, this is something you can do, but you don't have to. I kind of like it because it looks cool. I'm going to put a little butter on there. But it does add a little bit of flavor to the crust on it. Sure of that. Can't deny that. But it definitely makes it look cool. Add a little butter, it'll flame out, right? Yes. Those are good, done really nicely. I don't even think I'm gonna get any more of that other side done. Yeah, almost. Into too dark. Okay, it looks awesome. Number one. Well, let's see what the internal temperature is. This one's done. This one needs a little bit of time. Not much. Look at that steak. Yeah. That's gonna be good. I didn't see anything. I'm gonna go with that one. I like that. That's gonna be mine anyways. Time to go back in, guys. Shut down this grill here. Take this stuff inside. All right, guys. We're back inside. We got the steak looking absolutely gorgeous. I mean, come on, look at that. Tell me that don't look good. Tell me that don't look good. Here, let me hold this up to your nose. I mean, yeah. Come on. Tell me that don't look good. Except for Phil, I mean. Phil, you know, Phil probably is saying that looks good though, right? Mr. Fun? Wait until we slice into that. That's going to be the best part, obviously. Right? All right, guys. Starting up the deep fryer over here. $3.75-ish. All right. Our Earl's getting the temperature. Our onions are ready. Steak is done. We need to cut that steak within the next 5 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You can go a little bit longer, but what we're gonna do actually, we're gonna go old school on this shit. We're gonna put them right in the oven. $170. It's the lowest my oven goes. That'll keep them warm, and they'll be able to rest nicely. Okay. I'm gonna let this deep fryer here heat up, and go across the street and probably talk to the R&D staff, make sure they're all right, and then we're gonna batter these, and we're gonna Come in there. This is a batter, by the way. I'll tell you all about the batter when I get back. Yeah, looking pretty good. All about the batter. Okay, now I get into that. Lovely. Okay, looks like our oil's ready. Or Gonna take our onions here. So we add in the flour. Make sure you do this step, otherwise that will not stick to these. Don't skip that. Flip them, turn them, get them completely coated. All right. Now you don't want to be touching your onion rings too much. You know, you don't want to be taking the the stuff off it or making a spot where it didn't stay on there. So I like to use a toothpick. Okay. Just scoop it up, let it drain a little bit, and then we're gonna go over there to the fryer. We're gonna slowly lower that in. Oh, slowly. We're gonna keep on going. What we got there? Yeah. Here. Nice and golden brown, getting there. I mean, I can't figure this fucking thing, this tripod out to tighten that thing. I gotta do some work on it. Whatever. Hey, spin around that way. Yeah. Look at the steak anyway. Okay, so using peanut oil. The batter is 2 cups of flour, about 2 and maybe 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 cans of beer, about a tablespoon of oil, and then whatever spices you want in it. I use some Lowry's. I use some smoked paprika. Use different things like that. Do whatever you like after that. But that's the start. And then you gotta put it in the fridge and let it fucking, do its thing. And you see, these are coming out awfully clean because it's brand new oil. Earl. Who's Earl? I don't know. I don't know who Earl is. But he fries some good shit, doesn't he? We're going to lay down some paper towels here across my oven, which I hope is off, right? Yeah. Getting all the rest of these onions in there to go. Tell it. I definitely only need one though, I think. Select the size paper towels, guys. Save yourself some money. You don't have to pull out that big sheet every time. Half a sheet, you use half as much. Trust me on that one. Pro tip! Drink too, of course. Because it's the only thing that keeps your sanity. That's a nice golden brown there. You want to make sure that when your onion rings are cooked, that when you take a bite out of it, you don't pull the whole onion ring out of it. You take a bite right through. So you want to make sure your onion is cooked. With these, I'm pretty sure we're at that point. Look at those. Look at those. Yes. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm getting a call. Oh, Nevada is calling. Yeah, can you send those onion rings? Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on, look at that. Hot right now, but I'm too used to using these things for stuff. Nevada called. Can we get our onion rings? See how it just sinks and then pop. If it just sits on the bottom, we got problems. If you do it ever so, you can you can make it so it doesn't sink to the bottom. But this one, this is gonna have a poofy. This is gonna be poofy. We'll lower this one nicely in there, right? Okay, that much is yeah. That one's good. There you go. So, because I don't have a big buyer, obviously, these are done in batches like this. So, we gotta get to cutting this steak up too. So, I will continue to cook these, to deep fry these onions here. But we gotta get into the steak, right? Okay. First, I'm gonna go with what I'm gonna call probably Jonathan Mike's steak. The reason is I think this one's a little bit more done than that one. But let's find out, right? Guys, I'm sorry. That's the best taste. I'm gonna do this without uh, any salt. Just to see. Damn. 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 Mm. Let me stand back for a second. I don't think it means anything. Onion rings. Whoa. Mm-hmm. I mean, that there, I'm interested to see how mine looks. I mean, I mean, look at that. I mean, I took that's a thin slice, I know. But look how perfectly that's medium rare to medium ish. And, I better check my onion rings. Yeah, those ones are done too. Huh. Wow. Wow. And just wow. Yep. Yep. Cooking some more onion rings. Sorry, guys. That steak is ridiculous. Here. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely motherfucking and ridiculous. I don't even know how to put that. Yeah. And that one was the one that I thought was a little bit more done. See, I mean, cooking steak obviously takes a lot of practice. That's ridiculous. But, when you get those four concepts, it's unbelievable. And you will thank me. I mean, I mean, utterly ridiculous. I mean, look at this. Ready? Ready? Look how just, yeah. And the flavor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's some good shit. I'm gonna bring it over to the R&D staff just like that. Huh. Let's check out. I have to put a little ketchup on it, guys. I have to, you know. Now, clean bite through. Onion left in here, now onion left in there. That's what you want. Those are awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Onion through every bite. Mm-hmm. So good. That's, man. Cook things right, guys, and you'll find that everything's pretty much good. Everything. I mixed at least 5 liquors into this thing, and from the different things I do, tastes fucking. You don't even taste any of that shit. It tastes like lemon iced tea. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Yes, I know. But once again, usual thing. If you do it right, it's good. If you do it wrong, not gonna end up good. There you go. Don't you? It's good. And because of it's called collagens in the meat, certain meats, like the prime rib, which is technically the back strap of the cow. If you didn't know that, the prime rib, the strip steak, the porterhouse, the T-bone, they're all part of the back strap of the cow. Two on each, or one on each side. And that's what this is. That bone there that is in this is part of the rib. It's rib bone. That's why it's called the ribeye or prime rib or rib steak. So, yeah. And I know it's expensive, but what isn't nowadays, right? Welcome to our world. But sometimes it's just worth it. As they say, and I'm going to say it, and you, whatever, but sometimes ignorance is bliss. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed. I got one more little batch of onions to go. But got this huge one. I'm not going to show it to you because it's dripping all over the place. Oh, come on. Those two just merged. What the hell are you doing? All right. Probably be making more tomorrow. They're too good to walk by, I think. Same with them. Okay. I think the R&D stats hungry. Mm-hmm. So, anyway. That's some good shit. I'm going to tell you right now. Love you guys. Now I'm going to end this because look how gorgeous that meat looks, though. That's a bone that's burnt, but look at the meat. Look how gorgeous that is. I think I've outdone myself on this. I mean, little here. Little flaky salt. My God, that's good. Okay, coming to you. XM. I know. Love you guys. Pretty much the end of the live. I mean, I can't. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. All that jazz. Subscribe. All that jazz. More than happy to entertain. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, there. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Isn't it? You know. All that jazz.